Appreciate it. Sorry, guys. I'm going to sneak it in here next to you. Try not to knock Steve's coffee over. All right. Good morning, hockey fans. Welcome to Littleton versus the Great Lakes Hockey Boys, team out of Wisconsin. Great Lakes has won one and tied one, so they're standing at 3 points for the tournament. Our boys standing with 1 point. Must-win game today if we want to make the quarters. We're standing in 9th place out of 10 right now, so 3 points would give us a chance to make the quarters. Team in 10th place has not won a game yet, so they will stay where they are in 10th. So what's happened with Great Lakes so far? They beat the Afton Americans, who we lost to by 1 goal yesterday, and they are generally lower ranked than your Hawks. The Wisconsin team comes in ranked at a 86.55 in my hockey rankings, and your Littleton Hawks come in at an 87.24, meaning about a 0.7% average. We should beat them by. So a must-win today. We'll see what's going on the side of Great Lakes here. The Hockey Boys. Good name. Fun jerseys. Got a little anchor on their jersey. 2 goalies for this team, Fuller and Schmitz. Fuller, definitely the better goalie at 88% save average with a 3.36 goals against, and Schmitz at a 69% save average with 6.62 goals against. So we'll see which one ends up in the net to start the game. Coming into this one in the United States, the Great Lakes team is ranked 341st, and Littleton Hawks ranked 294th. It is all 15s and 16s. In the state of Wisconsin, this is the 10th ranked team. In Colorado, Littleton is the 8th ranked team, again, for all 15s and 16s. So counting AAA and a level up. All right, buzzer goes. The boys are going to put the pucks in the net. Everybody's getting ready. Great Lakes boys have a bench of 12, so 3 lines and 4 defensemen is what I'm going to guess. We'll see how that plays out. No line changes today for your Hawks, same as yesterday. So we'll have 4 lines: the Humphreys line, the Jackson Mayorga line, Clark Edelman line, and the Patty Vong line. And then back on D, same pairs. We'll have Zach Cayley with Noah Tennyson. We'll have Graham Puckett with Akshay Hazra. And we'll have Blake Bowers with Aiden Rodriguez. And now I'm sitting amongst the parents I'm going to be listened to now. Dang. All right, boys gathering around the net, getting ready for the game. Refs are going to check the nets for pucks. Get ready. Ice has been cleaned and was ready for us when we got here, so it should be a nice, fast sheet for us. All right. Boys cheered and ready to go. Everybody gathering around Coach Shelley for words of wisdom before we start the game here. A few pre-game rituals. Goalies will shake hands on our side. And we'll see who's in net for us going forward. All right, and in net for the Great Lakes boys is going to be number 30, and that is Schmitz with a 69% save average and a 6.62 goals against average. So want to see some more shots than we have. 13-14 were the shots in our first game, 15-16 in our second game. More shots on net going to be key for our boys today. All right, Sam gets ready to get in net, skates hard. There's the jump, and Sam's ready. All right, loud rink, so hopefully you can still hear me. Boys banging the boards, getting ready to start the game. All right, we're going to start with Humphrey, Becker, and Thor. And then back in the back, we're going to have Tenny and Zach. All right, important first face-off. All right, as predicted on the bench over there, the Great Lakes boys are going to have 3 front lines and 2 sets of D. Hopefully we can wear those defensemen out playing a lot of hockey in the offensive zone. All right, first face-off, Humphrey goes in. And he pushes through back to the Great Lakes boys. They're going to try to move it, but that pass was missed. Into the neutral zone, sent in by Tenney, down into the corner, and that's going to be Thor going to get it with Becker. Great Lakes boys try to move it up, but shot on net and score! Misplaced pass. Misplaced pass by the Great Lakes boys, and Connor just turns and shoots, and there you go. Yeah, happy guys. Connor's big brother here to watch the game in the penalty box gave him the big thumbs up, so that's got to feel great getting to score that right in front of your brother who's in college. All right, changing it up now. We got Clark with Vath and Nolan. Boys are gonna hinge on the circle there, but ref says that's okay. All right, Vath with the puck. He's gonna take it down the right wing boards. He's chasing down for a good forecheck. Great Lakes moves it over to the left, and they're gonna try to get out. They do. They hit the head man. One-on-one, meets our defenseman who takes him out of the circle, and Sam makes a great catch for a defensive zone face-off. So Puckett and Akshay back in the back for us here. Vath circling. He's got his assignment. All right, Vath on the outside. Looks like they're going to try to pop it and get through quickly. And tie up. Vath came in for it, but that one was not exactly where we wanted. All right. Shot on net blocked. Back to the defense. Defense is going to shoot, but blocked again by Vath. Down in the corner, Great Lakes trying to move it up to a wing. And off to the point. Another great block. Sent in and out of the zone. Vath all over his man with a big hit. He gets help coming in, and the puck moves forward. Our boys are excited. All right. Come down. Great Lakes has the puck. They're going to try to center it. Great save by Sam. Second shot, saved again. Moved outside, and now we're going to get a change. We got Porter, Jax, and DeMott's out there. Oh, wait, not DeMott yet. Nope, that is Monty. Goes into the corner, makes a big hit. We got a bit of a blind spot down there, so I'll try to call it as best I can for you guys. Great Lakes has the puck. They're going to move it up the left wing boards and over the blue line, but saved by our defenseman. Sent it right back in. That was Blake. Blake sends it deep. Great Lakes is going to put it down in the corner, makes a stretch pass out to the blue line, and it's going to be 3-on-3 coming back. Shot from high. Sam gets that one, deflects that one up into the netting, and we'll have another face-off. So we got Jax, Porter, and Motzi out there, and looks like we've got Bowers and A-Rod back in defense. All right, this one coming to Sam's glove side. Center sets it up. And Jax tries to win that one back, but they get tied up. It's in the skates, and there's going to be a little melee as everybody pushes, but we come away with it. Porter's got the puck. He finds Motzi up the boards. Motzi gets the puck, tries to put it deep, but gets hit. But Great Lakes is going to ice that one, so that's going to give us an offensive zone face-off. Great play. Always good to end a shift in the offensive zone. And we're going to get a change. So our favorite line to call here, Patty, Maddie, and Grimmy coming out. All right, back on the back, you're going to have Bowers and A-Rod. So center coming out to set his defenseman up where he wants him to be. Patty in for the face-off. And face-off goes back to the Great Lakes boys. They get it back behind their own net. They send it hard up the boards to their wing, and that one pops out. And back referee is calling another icing. No ice. That one was skated to by Bowers. Shot coming from the point, but misses the net, back into the corners, and now Maddie goes in and takes a big hit for that, but he gets it all the way down the ice. They're going to call that one icing. Maddie's tough, though. Took that hit like a champ. All right. Coach asking about the hit there. That was a little bit high, we thought, but referee says no penalty, so change it up. Humphrey, Becker, and Thor out there now. Humphrey for the face-off in the defensive zone off to Sam's glove side. Looks like Humphrey's going to try to win this one back to the corner. This one goes to the Great Lakes boys and down into the corner. That's going to get picked up by Zach. Zach takes the puck, moves it up to his wing. Wing gets hit before he can make that pass. Down into the corner again is the Great Lakes boys with defenseman on him. Moving it up to the wing. Big hit there. All right, definitely going to be a physical game here. Our boys have got to turn that around. All right, Sam out of the net to play the puck. Leaves it for his defenseman. Great Lakes boys come in and pick it up, though. Off to the point. Misses. No icing. That was sent by the Great Lakes boys, so now it's just a foot race. Thor down with the defenseman. Becker chasing on the other side. Thor loses his footing there, goes down into the corner, but Littleton manages to keep it in the zone, tries to send it deep. It's 2-on-1 going the other way. We got Tenny on two guys here. Tenny lays down to block the pass, but no good. Great Lakes boys put one away. All right, it's 1-1 now in the first period. We've got 11 minutes and 56 seconds to go. High-scoring game. In these first few minutes, we've seen a lot of action. 4 shots to 2 right now. Our boys got the 4. So now it's time to go put another one in. So here we go. Clark with the face-off. He's got Vath and Nolan on his wings. Face-off is one towards the Great Lakes boys' side. They get it and dump it deep. There's going to be a chase. Moving it up the boards to Vath. Vath gets it over to his center. Center gets it over to the wing, and then back to Vath's side. Vath is coming for it. Hard pass, cut off by Edelman. Now it's in the skates, trying to get it deep into the zone, and they are right on the blue line, and they do finally get it in and get it deep. Nolan coming in to pressure the man with the puck. He does, finishes his hit. Up the boards, trying to get it out, and the Great Lakes boys will. Our defenseman decided to challenge at the last second there. All the way across ice, no go on that pass, nobody home. Down into the corner, Nolan's going to pick that up. He's got help. 3 guys down low trying to win that puck. Bit of a battle still. It does pop out, and now Littleton has a chance to get it, but again, tied up on the boards. A lot of pushing and shoving there. Clark down there. He's got his man pinned to the boards, and that helps out. That gets our defenseman the puck. Trying to break it out, but Great Lakes right there on the pass, and it's going to squirt to the middle of the ice. Dangerous place to be. Defense picks it up. Nolan gets it, and he's going to send it down. No icing, no icing. Now it's going to be a race, and we got Mayorga, Sudbeck, and Motzi out there trying to get that puck. Tip off a Porter's stick back into the zone. Jackson's going to chase. Now DeMont's is going to chase down to the boards and moving it all the way forward. Littleton cuts that one off. A-Rod is there. It's going to go back to Bowers. Bowers is going to move it quickly over. Sudbeck puts it on net and in deep. Jax goes to chase, and Littleton has the puck, but it gets sent up the boards, and here we come again, another 2-on-1. Sam's got that one covered. He had the angle. That one hit him right in the right shoulder. He put it down and covered it up. We're going to have a defensive zone face-off. Same line out there, Jackson, Porter, and Motzi. And then back in the back, we're going to have Blake with A-Rod. All right, face-off Jackson. Tries to win it back to the corner. It's another tie-up. And Littleton comes away with the puck over to Motzi. Motzi tries to get it out, but it goes off the skate. Carried out by A-Rod. A-Rod stops and starts and gets it over to Jackson. Jackson's got the puck, and he's coming down the ice. He's got Sudbeck on the left. He gets the puck. Porter shot into the glove of the goalie, and offensive zone face-off. Looks like we're going to stay with this line for another shift. Try to get something on net. All right. Jack's out telling the boys where he wants them to set up and try to win this face-off and get a good shot off right off the face-off. Jackson in. There was no drop. Now it drops. Wins it over to the left wing in front of the net. On net, but just wide of the net. Going in down deep below. Dangerous pass, but it works for the Great Lakes boys. But there we go. Bauer's there to tip that puck and get it back going the other way now. Sudbeck with the puck. He's in on the left wing. Moving it up. Monty's got it. Monty's going to try to bounce it off the boards, but that one's going to hit a Great Lakes player. Now back to our defense. D-to-D pass over to Callie. Oh, my God, I just called him Callie. Over to Kaylee. Up the boards. And Porter. High backhand. Gets it all the way across the ice. It's over to Monty. Monty's going to get there and send it deep and go for a change. Jack's down deep to chase that one, and he's got fresh legs coming out. Maddie to pressure the puck. Maddie cuts that pass off and makes it hard for the Great Lakes boys. Grimmy in. He's going to try to keep that one in, but it's going to bounce on him. Tenney sends it in deep. It gets there, but to a Great Lakes player. Coming back again. We got to get on sides here. Still off sides. Okay, we're good here, but the puck is moved all the way down the ice. No icing. Moving up to Grimmy on the boards. Grimmy's got the puck, but he gets checked there. He's got help coming in from Maddie. Puck on the boards, and getting a lot of Hawks players there, but we got the puck. Now we just got to get it over the blue line. Cycles back behind the net to his defensive partner. Noah's there. Tenney's going to put that up the boards over to Maddie. Maddie pops it. It gets over the blue line, but without control. Oh, there we go. That was a pop that worked. Patty's on it. Grimmy's got it. Grimmy takes a hit, but that puck goes on net. Is it loose? It is not. Maddie takes another hit, but pops right back up. Good play there on net shot and offensive zone face-off. We're going to get a change. Humphrey, Becker, and Thor for the face-off. Back in the back, you're going to have Zach and Tenny. All right, this morning's game brought to you by Starbucks Coffee. It is a little early here in Chicago. All right. Humphrey in the faceoff wins it down to the corner. Great Lakes boys have it, and they're going to try to rim it hard, but we've got our defenseman there. He's going to take a shot, get it back down deep, and now back behind the net, 3-on-1. Hawks get the puck, put it back up on the boards towards the net, but blocked there in front. 2 on the puck. They come away with it. Becker's got it. He takes a shot. That one hits iron. Puck back up the ice. They're going to try to throw it. They throw it hard, but no icing called by the referee. Humphrey's going to pick it up. He's going to try to find a pass. He does. Oh, just missed there. Had Thor open, but just a little bit off, and now we're going to get a change. That'll be an icing. So back down to the defensive zone for Clark, Vath, and Nolan. Back in the back, you're going to have Akshay along with Puckett. All right. Some big guys in Wisconsin. They grow them large there. All right. Here we go. Puck drops. Tie up on the face-off again. It's going to be a theme today, guys. Becker takes his man down off the face-off, and puck goes all the way over to the other side. Becker's going to change, and Vath is out there. Not sure if we had an equipment issue or something there, but the line is back together. And again, board work and taken away by the Hawks. Vath skates it. Just before the red line, they're going to call that one icing. Back to the defensive zone. Get this work done one more time. Great Lakes boys are going to get a change. All right, Clark on the face-off. Referee sets everybody. Clark comes in, and Akshay gets the puck, and he moves it immediately up to the far right wing. Going down the zone is Nolan. Nolan puts it down deep into the zone. Goalie's going to come out to play that one. Leave it for his defenseman, and he's going to move it up the boards. High, but stopped there by Akshay, and hard hit there on our defenseman. He did go down, but again, no call. Not a lot of calls here in this tournament, we found, so I'm not going to expect a whole lot of penalties unless something really bad happens. I'm going to change it up here. We got Jackson, Sudbeck, and Motzi. Face-off dropped down deep, but right to the defenseman for the Great Lakes boys, so they're going to have a chance to regroup here and make a good breakout. D-to-D pass, moves it up the right wing boards, and now into the zone. It's another 2-on-1. Hits iron. No goal there, no goal. Sam had an angle. They tried to go high, but Sam said no thank you, and he catches that one easily. Shot from the point. Face off to Sam's left. All right. A-Rod and Bowers come out on defense. And Jackson, Porter, and Motzi are going to stay out for our forwards. Face-off, tie-up, back to the Great Lakes boys. D-to-D pass, immediate shot, but Sam's got that one. Puts it out in front. Defenseman takes it away. Over into the corner, and they're going to work it up. But out? Not yet. Tried to put that one in the air, and although it hit a stick, couldn't quite get it out. Good work down in the corner. Hawks finishing their checks, fighting for that puck, hitting it up against the boards. Moving it now is the Great Lakes boys behind the net. They put it out in front, looking for a one-timer, but that one is cut off by Motzi. Reverse hit on Motzi. He goes down, but loses his stick. He's got his stick back. He's all right. All right. Another big hit in the corner. Hawks are trying to work it up the boards. Just nobody home up the boards. Looks like we're going to have to try something different, maybe a different lane over to Porter. Porter sends it high up in the air, and that hits the netting, so the referee's going to whistle that one down. Maddie, Patty, and Grammy coming out for us on the defense. We're going to have Tenny and Zach. Defensive zone face-off. Set up. All right, this one actually does get one over to the board. Zach takes the puck. He goes D-to-D to Tenny. I'm sorry. Not Tenny. Zach. Yeah, it is Tenny. Sorry. Oh, I got that one right. All right. Maddie, Patty, and Grimmy still out. Same defensive pair. Ref is asking for the puck back from the fan there, and we're going to play on. All right. Face off won by the Hawks down deep into the corner. Zach goes D to D. That one gets over to Nolan. Nolan takes the puck, sends it back behind the net. They're going to go all the way around. That's going to come around, hoping Maddie can grab that one, but the defenseman gets there before he does. Patty picking it up. He's going to go in front of the net and try a different lane, and that's going to work. He gets over the blue line, now over the red line, over the other blue line, and he's getting hit the whole way, but totally kept control of that puck. Great Lakes boys send it high and hard and all the way down the ice. No icing. Tenny's going to have a chance to decide what he wants to do with it. Looking for his man. Hits it off the boards, over the blue line, but does not hit a Littleton stick. Great Lakes boys dump it in, and it's going to be a chase down to the corner. They're going to try to work it back to their point, but that's going to go out to the middle, and now Maddie's got the puck coming up the wing. He bounces it off the boards, and he's going to use his speed to try to win that puck, and he does. Down into the corner now. Maddie gets the check. Great Lakes boys going D to D. We're getting a change, so a little bit late on the forecheck here, but it is down low. Maddie coming in hard. Puck gets up, shot on net, rebound in front. That's covered, and we're going to get a change. That was a little bit of action in front of the net there. A little pushing back and forth. Now it's Becker, Humphrey, and Noah. Sorry, Becker, Humphrey, and Thor. And then back on the back, you're going to have Pucky and Akshay. Puck one back in front of the net, trying to get a good shot. Becker takes a shot on net, and that one right off the goalie's pads. Rebound taken down deep, and Akshay keeps the puck in. Finishing hits there on the other end. Puckett's coming for it, up the boards. And there's Thor with the puck. Humphrey coming in to help him out, but Great Lakes boys pick it off, take it out, and it's back to their defenseman who's going to try to figure out where he wants to go with this. He takes it down deep into the corner. Two Great Lakes boys down there to fight with Becker. And the puck does come out. Up the boards. Becker takes a hit on the way out. Puck not clear, and Humphrey levels the Great Lakes boy. Little checking line action for the Littleton Hawks. Puck out in front. Sam sees it, gets that one, pops up in the air back into the corner. Going to be another fight for the puck down there. Got our boys in there throwing some good hits, but the Great Lakes boys come away with it. They're trying to work it out front. Everybody's covered. Two guys down low. Try to wrap, but did not work. Becker gets it, throws it high and hard out of the zone, and allows for a change. We're going to have Vath, Edelman, and Nolan out there now. Everybody's changing. It's kind of a melee out there at the moment. Vath gets a good forecheck, makes him throw it, and that ends up on a Littleton stick. Looking for somebody on the far side, but nobody was open. Great Lakes boys pick that up. Now they're going to try it back up the boards, or to the middle. Tried to carry, had a pass, but tried to carry that one out, and that one goes right on Sam's stick. He blocks and then saves. Covers for a defensive zone faceoff. 3 minutes, 24 seconds to go here in the first period. 1-1. Great Lakes boys and Littleton tied. This is a must-win game for Littleton if they want to move on to the quarters. So playing hard and looking for some more shots. 7-5 are the shots right now. Littleton wins the faceoff. D-to-D pass, tries to work it up the boards. That board lane is just not working for them today. They really need to get to a different breakout. It's just they're getting stuck in their zone. All right, board work happening. Trying to move it up. Again, blocked. Back to the defenseman. Blocked again. That shot was blocked by a Littleton player, and now it's finally over the blue line. Nice forecheck there by Clark. Bath gets to the puck quickly. It moves back to the defense. They pop it back up the boards. And Bath is there taking a couple of hits, but still working the puck, still getting it forward. Great Lakes boys come away with it. They were offsides. They had to regroup there for a second. They throw it hard and rim it around the boards, going for the far defenseman. Nice reverse hit there by Vath. Took a guy about twice his size down. That was awesome. All right, Great Lakes moving it forward, moving it up the ice. Oh, but they get popped. Oh, we couldn't turn around fast enough to get that puck, but looks like we got a change. So we got Porter and Jax and Motzi out there. Great Lakes takes it down into the corner, but having a hard time with the handle right now, so maybe getting a little bit tired. It's been a very physical game, and they do only have 3 lines in 2D. All right, working it down into the corner. 2 black jerseys, 2 white jerseys, a lot of footwork. Referee about to say the words they've been saying all weekend, move the puck. They move it about 2 feet, and they're still going. That was Zach in there getting into it with a guy about his size, so good work for both guys there. All the way down, Porter forces the puck to go up the boards, and that gets taken by Monty. Monty tries to work it out in front for Jax, but that one is blocked by the Great Lakes boys. Jax again on a great forecheck, but everybody's moved back on that one, so Great Lakes boys get a chance to bring it down the ice. Front of the net, Kaylee backhands to his partner. trying to get it up the boards again, but that's not going to go out. That's going to go right to their defenseman. And up and high, this one's going to be a bouncer. Majorca puts a big hit on its center ice, and Kenny's got the puck moving it up the ice over the red line in deep, and he's going to take a big hit. Down in the corner is Matty. Matty's got the puck, and he's moving it up the boards. Now he's going to cycle down low to Patty. Is that Patty? Patty's got the puck. Tried to make a move in front, but got his stick picked there. Patty puts a hit on and takes the Great Lakes player down. They're going to throw it. Back referee's calling for an icing. I don't think we're going to get this one. So offensive zone face-off. That's where we want to be. 56 seconds left in this first period. 1-1. Shots are 7-5 according to the score clock. Usually I do stats for us, but I'm doing this instead. So got to count on what the scorekeeper tells us. All right, Maddie, Patty, and Grimmy out there with Akshay and Bowers back. I'm sorry, Puckett back on the line. Puck goes down deep into the corner. A bit of a high stick there, no call. Over to the boards. They're trying to get it out, but this time we're going to stop. We're not going to stop them. That one bounced over the stick. Did not help. 43 seconds to go, and the Great Lakes boys are coming down 2-on-1 shot. Misses the net. Goes high and hard around to their point, but that one's going to get popped out. Littleton over the blue line. Maddie's going to use his speed to try to get to that puck. Great Lakes player goes down instead of Maddie. All right, here we go. Down into the corner, working it around. Akshay takes it. He sends it up for Maddie. Maddie stops and goes the other way, uses his speed to get the puck away. Hit on the puck, but Grimmy's there trying to win that puck up the boards. Patty's there to help. All right. Puck high and hard again, but again to their point. Nice block there by Patty, and that one's going to go down to the defense. Pucky's going to send it up, and no one's going to be there. Grimshaw gets it over the blue line, but as the buzzer rings, we get out of that one with a 1-1 first period score. So a lot of physicality here in this game, a lot of board work, a lot of really tiring stuff happening for our boys, but hopefully with a bench of 3 more than they have, we're going to be able to use that to our advantage. All right, shots according to the clock, 7-5. We're going to have a 15-minute second period. Don't know if we're going to clean the ice, but it won't be between the first and second like it was yesterday. Coming into this game, again, your Hawks are a tie, a loss, a heartbreaking loss, and today's win would give them a really good chance to go to the quarterfinals. So looking to put that puck on net, 7 shots. That's half of what we had the entire last game. So looking good for us. We've got to keep peppering this goalie. Definitely a goalie that has struggled more than their other goalie. So we're looking to put some pucks behind them. The Great Lakes boys already have a secured spot in the quarterfinals, probably looking to rise in the ranks so that they can not have to play a higher ranked team, that they get to play the lower ranked team. But your Hawks in a must-win situation to move on in the tournament. If they don't, they will play a consolation game tomorrow, 9 against 10. But let's hope we don't have to talk about that. As we saw yesterday, refereeing definitely on the side of let the boys play. So expect to see a lot more hitting, a lot more board work, just as long as we keep those sticks down and make sure that we don't do anything above the shoulders. Should be able to play our physical game. All right. Hawks are ready. The Go Hawks call goes up from the fans. We're ready to go here. All right, Sam back to his net. Ready to go. Let's see the jump, Sam. Goalies are so superstitious. Sam down. Looking at his net. Getting up. Jump and turn. Jump and turn. All right, now we're ready to go. All right, Humphrey, Thor, and Becker up front. Back in the back, you're going to have Bowers along with A-Rod. Bowers on the right, A-Rod on the left. Thor on your right wing, Becker on your left wing. Referee reminding the boys the circles are there to stand outside of. All right. Oh, Humphrey's going to get that one after Thor took a nice hit but got the puck through. Humphrey took a hit, went down, but still has the puck. He's going to work it over to Thor. Thor into the corner to try to get that one. They're fighting for the puck as they go in. Thor's going to try to get it back to Bowers, but that one gets kicked off and right between our 2 defensemen. Bowers down to chase it down. He's going to go back behind the net and try to move it quickly. He does. That one's high and hard off the glass, but not out. And now moving it to center, Becker picks it up. Becker streaking down the right-hand side. He's got one man to beat. He gets it on net, but nice glove save by the goalie. He had picked the corner just above the knee pad. But offensive zone face-off, that's where you want to end your shift. And now we're going to have Edelman, Vath, and Nolan coming out. But good work there. Different breakout. I think that's what we need. The board breakout is not working for us, so moving it to the middle quickly, that worked well. All right, Edelman in for the face-off. He wins it. Back. Oh, Vath came in and was looking for that shot really quickly, but those sticks got in the way from the other team. Off the boards, down to Clark. Clark pushes it, gets checked as he's going. Nolan backhands it into the zone. It's over the blue line. We've got to regroup, but we throw it hard and deep. Defense is going to get a change. Noah coming out on the ice. So Tenny back on the line for us now on the left side. They are going to change places so they can get a change easier. A-Rod down into the corner. And puck on the goalie's stick, but Littleton there with a nice forecheck, trying to get that puck moving our way, not theirs, but they do skate out with it. Cycle back down behind the net to his defensive partner. We're going to have Hawks on either side, but getting a change, and so not quite there. Oh, very nice. That was a really good job there by Suddy to make sure that that puck was at least disturbed before it got out of the net. All the way down the ice, stretch pass, cut off by the Great Lakes player. Great Lakes putting it down on Sam. Sam's going to put it behind his net. Zach's going to come in and get that backhand up the boards, up to Porter. Porter's going to go high and hard, but off the netting, and that's going to be a face-off. Ref's going to call it all the way back down in the zone because we weren't quite over the blue line at that point. All right, Kaylee out there with Tenny now, and the Sudbeck, Motzi, and Jackson line ready to take the face-off. Motzi and Suddy over on the right. Jack's on the face-off. Jax wins it down into the corner. Defenseman picks it up. D-to-D pass. That pass looking to hit his winger. Motzi's got it. It's in the air and off the glass, and that one does go through. Oh, popped his skates. That would have been a great break. It would have been a 2-on-1 the other way. All right. Nice stick handle there by Motzi. Get it up. I'm sorry, that wasn't Motzi. That was Zach. 27-28. Hard to tell sometimes. All right, down in the corner. Porter doing some great work, or Motzi doing some great work back behind. Getting the puck, trying to get some checks in, forcing them to throw it high and hard, and they do. And Littleton 2-on-2 into the corner. Nobody in front for either team. Puck is back behind. Board work again. Moving it up the boards. That one goes off somebody's helmet and pops back into our zone. Shot blocked there by Hazra. Akshay's got it. He's up the boards. Again, high and hard, trying to get it out in the air instead of on the ground. That one's not working much better either. We really got to get it up the dot lane instead of off the boards. All right, moving it, and no, it does not go out. But it does hit the ceiling, and so we'll get a whistle and a change of lines. Patty, Maddie, and Grimmy coming out. Patty in for the face-off. Bowers and Hauser back on defense. All right, put Maddie on the outside or on the inside. Other winger on the outside. Face-off one. Down in the corner, they try to go D-to-D, but Great Lakes reads that, cuts that pass off, and now it's a battle for the puck back behind the net. Grimmy's got it. He's looking to go out of the zone, and he goes into the middle this time, high and hard. Maddie's going to get there. Maddie's got speed. He's got Patty with him. Oh, just missed that one. All right, Maddie on the puck again. He's going to try to escape this one. Great Lakes boys are going to send it. No ice. Speed by the defenseman means that we get to keep it. He stops behind his own net. He's looking for a pass. He's got to make it quick. He decides to skate it. Maybe not the best play. He's got all of his forwards in front of him. Had he dropped that one, that would have been a 2-on-1 the other way. That one's going to be an icing. Great Lakes boys panicking with the puck just a little bit. Down in the offensive zone for a face-off. We're going to get a change of forwards. We're going to have Humphrey, Thor, and Becker coming out. And on defense, what are they going to decide here? Defense is going to be Bowers and A-Rod. Humphrey setting up his defense and his wingers. And Great Lakes wins that one back, rims it around the boards. And all the way down, he's going to say no ice, that one touched A-Rod on the way out. So A-Rod with the puck. He cycles it back to Bowers. Bowers trying to work it up the boards. He does. Over to the wing. Wing's going to try to work it up the boards again. And Thor gets the puck in the middle. That one's going to go back to Bowers on a quick shot from the Great Lakes. And working it in the middle now. It's going to come out. Oh, nope. Great Lakes picks that one off again, too. Becker on his man. Shot. Right leg pad save by Pham there. Big hit behind. A-Rod's got the puck now, and he's coming up the wing. Out to his winger. Winger's trying to hit Becker in the middle, but Great Lakes pulls that one off as well, and now Bowers back behind the net. He sends it up the left wing boards. Winger's there, gets checked, and that one's going to be kept in by their defense. Front of the net, no go for the Great Lakes boys. Nice hit there. That was Connor getting a hit in front of the net, negating that shot. Bowers with the puck. He's going to go hard around the net. He doesn't quite get all of it. That one's going to be cut off by the Great Lakes boys and popped towards the Littleton side. Humphrey's on it. Becker's on his man, trying to block that one. They send it hard down the ice. This one back over to Becker. Becker tips it down deep into the zone. Down into the right wing corner. Humphrey's going to chase. And that one right on that stick. Vath gets it. Gets checked. Almost. That one was blocked right in front, but good move there. Vath coming straight off the bench. And in. Referee's got a hand up. Puts it back down. Wasn't sure what that was for. Seeing if the deodorant's working. All right, Zach blocks that one with his stick high in the air. Tries to get it through. That one is blocked, and we're going to work it all the way back now. Tenney's got the puck, looking for an open pass. He's got Edelman in the middle if you can see him. Tried to get it to him, but that one was a little bouncy. Down the boards, 9:30 to go in the second period. Still 1-1. Zach on the boards, battling with two different players. A couple black jerseys in there to help him, but that's going to go back. But Tenney's going to come in. He's going to get it deep. And give us a chance here. Vath with speed into the corner. He's going to force them to come back up the same boards they were just on. And he wins that puck down into the corner. Nice hit there. Wins the puck out to the front. Clark is there. Shot on net. And little extra after the whistle with the defenseman there. That was Nolan getting in it. Defenseman doing their job, telling him don't touch my goalie. And Nolan doing his job, saying I'm going to whack at the puck if it's open. So just some good hockey there. No penalties, nothing bad. Just no, they are going to call him for hooking. All right. We have a power play, ladies and gentlemen. They did call a hook on that one. 9 minutes, 10 seconds to go. 1 minute 30 on the clock for the power play. Out on the ice, you have Jackson, Maddie, Puckett, and A-Rod back in the back. And sorry, I can't see through the netting who's on the left wing here, but let's just see him score. That's all we really care about. I think that's Grimmy. All right, here we go. Puck work in the corner, up to the point. Point keeps it in. Graham sends it, but it pops off a stick, and it's in the bench. So this one is going to be held down in the zone. Another chance. Jackson, Maddie, Grimmy with Puckett and A-Rod back on the point. All right, face-off goes back to the Great Lakes boys. They're going to throw it high and hard out of the zone all the way down. Sam's going to come out of his net to block that one, make sure it stops. One Great Lakes player down to try to force the play, but Littleton pretty much gets room to do what they want to do. Puck was on the stick, but then popped, and the Great Lakes player got that one back down. All right, try one more time. Back behind the net. Moving it to the left wing boards. Left wing's moving it fast. That's Maddie. Sends it down deep into the zone, and now we got a chase. Maddie down to chase. D pass. Nobody down there to pressure. On a power play, we really need to get closer to that puck. And Great Lakes moves it again. Change coming up, and we're going to have Patty out there with Motzi and Vath. All right, we got 4 forwards out there now. We got Edelman out there as well. That one is could be an icing, but Patty down there with speed touches the puck, negates the icing. Sudbeck out there, 5 forwards now on this power play. Sending it back to the point. Looking for Porter. Porter gets the puck. He's going to take a shot. Goalie's going to stop it. Referee blows the whistle before the puck even hits the ice. Defensive zone faceoff. Yeah, he didn't have it covered. Yeah. All right, Edelman for the face-off. Vath on the right wing. A-Rod and Bowers back on the back, and Nolan coming out to join them. So we got 8 seconds left in this power play. We're going to need a good face-off win and a quick shot. Face-off win Vath back to his point. Point shooting. Oh, off the goalie's pad and into the corner. Bowers is going to try to keep it in. He does. Nolan's going to work it out of the corner. Wants to get it out in front. Back to the point. Bowers with a nice shot, but that one is tipped right off a Great Lakes player's stick. Nolan in there, gets the puck reversed, down into the corner. Bowers is on the boards, waiting for the puck to come up. Gets stopped. There's a battle there with Edelman. Bowers gets it, puts it on net, off the goalie's blocker, and Great Lakes is going to ice this one and get a whistle. Back to 5-on-5, 7 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the second period. 1-1. Shots are tied, 8-8. Becker, Humphrey, and Thor coming out on the forward line. And Bowers and A-Rod back on defense. All right, Becker to the top of the circles. Looks like we're trying to win one to him for a shot. They do. He's blocked right off the shin pads. You heard that hollow shin pad sound. Oh, puck bounces over Bowers' stick, but he manages to get it, moves it back out. Great Lakes boys there in the middle. Becker there to force that puck to move forward, and cover by Sam, defensive zone faceoff. All right, same line out there. Defensive zone faceoff. See if we can get this out of the zone, not up the boards. And skated up and thrown down. That's going to be an icing. We're going to get another chance to do this. Looks like we're trying to pop it and then win a foot race there. But a little bit too much mustard on that. All right. Tie really is not going to help your Hawks here. That would leave them with 2 points and most likely down in the consolation bracket. So really need to get this out of the zone and pepper this goalie a little bit more. We are up by one shot, 9-8, with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the second period. Referee having a little chat with the coaches. Here we go. And Great Lakes wins the faceoff, tries to put it D to D on the line. Defenseman drops down low, gets it, one-timer. Sam covers that one. Very nice save. Blocker save, knocks it down, and then dives out to cover that one up. All right, Great Lakes moving the puck at will, fast in the zone, trying to move it east to west to get some one-timers, and that one worked. Thank goodness Sam was ready for that one. All right, line change. Looks like we're going to have Patty with Suddy and Motzi. Suddy gets the puck in the corner. He throws it all the way around for Motzi. Motzi tips it, but he does. He gets it out of the zone. Porter there, but couldn't quite take the handle. Great Lakes turns, but puck is thrown backhand back up the boards. Motzi in to try to force a bad pass. He's got Jax. Oh, and Great Lakes, nice cross-eyes pass, but Hauser back. Nice defensive move there. Hauser took that puck right off of his stick. Porter backing him up. Had the puck. It was offsides, but that's because the Great Lakes player pushed Jackson offsides. No call from the referee, a few words, but no call. So outside the zone, Jackson, Motzi, Porter. Back on the back, you're going to have Akshay and Pucky. Great Lakes wins the faceoff. And to the boards, gets driven outside. Nobody in front, no pass in front yet. Oh, tried. 13 was there, but Pucky had him covered. Pucky back behind the goal, getting it. Oh, one-timer was able in front of the net, but Sam was on that one. Sam dropped quickly, got that one back out. Blocker saved by Sam, back into the corner. Nice reach on that one. 13 really battling for the puck there. Oh, we lose the handle in the middle, off net. Getting stuck in the zone here. We really need to get some momentum going our way here. Up the boards, over to Porter, bounces. That one goes to Jax. Jax handles it. Onsides, takes a shot. Goalie takes that one. It goes down into the corner. Motzi's going to go fight for it. And coming in is Sudbeck. Sudbeck gets tipped high over. Noah comes in and takes a shot and scores! Beautiful shot from the point by Noah. And that one, goalie didn't even see it. Didn't even flinch. Beautiful shot by Noah. That's what we need. Those quick shots right on net. Excellent job. Defense contributing to the scoreboard. It's 2-1 in the second period. 5 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Beautiful shot, high and hard, right over the goalie's shoulder. And that's a big goalie, so that's quite an accomplishment. All right, we're going to have Patty, Maddie, and Grimmy out there. And back in the back, we're going to have Zach out there with Tenny. So Tenny scoring a goal, adding to his plus minus in the right way. And now we're going to have to see if we can do that one more time and give ourselves a little bit of a cushion. All right. Maddie, Patty, and Grimmy back to the face-off. Face-off goes back to the point, almost out, but the defenseman got it and kept it in. Great Lakes down into the corner. They get the puck. They have a handle, but met there by a Hawk. Coming up the boards now. Patty is on that one. Kaylee's up high. Looking for a one-timer in front, but again, Kaylee comes in for a big hit. Patty gets smashed by a big Wisconsin boy there, but keeps the puck, and now they're going to pop it, and hopefully we're going to get it out. Wisconsin gets there first. Puck up in the air and down the ice, and now we've got Maddie on a breakaway. He's fast and dangerous. Oh, goalie makes a left pad save down low. Maddie was trying to go a little bit high and over the pad, but goalie caught it, and offensive zone face-off. Great work by these guys to end the shift in the offensive zone, and so now they're going to give a chance to the next line. It's Vath, Nolan, and Clark. Clark in for the face-off with Bowers and A-Rod back behind. All right. Face-off won by the Hawks, put back down low, but Great Lakes boys come away with it, and they're going to try to move it up the right wing boards. They do. It's out, but right to Blake. Blake's going to throw it right back in, and now Vath's going to have a chance to come forecheck. Oh, we're offsides. Everybody had to come back out, so no pressure on the puck as they come out. He's got speed. Throws it right into the glove of Sam. Sam with confidence takes that puck, and we'll have a defensive zone face-off. All right. Clark, Vath, and Nolan. Clark in for the face-off. Face-off tie-up, and it goes back to Littleton. Littleton gets it, sends it down the ice, but caught by the point. Oh, but Vath picks that puck off, and now coming down the right wing is Nolan. Nolan sends it deep, and Edelman's going to go down in and chase that one down. Has a nice hit on the puck, not as good as they would like, and now Great Lakes chasing, but Littleton able to get there. Bowers sends it all the way around. He's looking for Nolan on the wing. Nolan picks that up. He's going to move it up the boards, and again, that's going to be kept in by the Great Lakes team. Big guys covering the boards, making sure we don't get anything easy up the boards. All right, here we go. Clark has the puck. He's looking cross ice. He does. He sees Vath. Vath has got it, sends it in on over the red line, so no icing, and now he comes in to play the puck. Change happening. Humphrey and Thor out there. Vath is going to come and get his change, and Becker out on the ice. So Humphrey, Becker, and Thor. Another good shift, ending in the offensive zone, giving us a chance for a face-off win and a shot. Shots are at 13-11 with 3 minutes and 26 seconds to go here in the second period. Setting up a play here. Looks like we're going to get a shot maybe from the defenseman with Becker in front for a tip. Lost that face-off, though. Pucky keeps it in the zone, sends it down deep into the corner, and that's going to be Thor into the corner to try to win that puck. They cycle back to the other side. Now Becker's going to be the pressure. But they send it up the boards. Pucky couldn't get there quite soon enough, so Hauser's going to chase this one down. He's got somebody on his tail. He stops and moves the puck up the boards into safer space. Becker not there for the pass, so they don't get it out. Shot on net. Oh, that one trickled in a really dangerous place, but luckily nobody home to pick that up. All right, Hauser around the boards this time. Coming over to Thor's side. Thor one-on-one with a Great Lakes player. It moves to the middle. Nice stick work there by Becker. Keeps the defenseman from hitting it. Becker takes a hit. And referee's going to blow it dead for fun. Not sure what that call was. Okay, whatever it was, it is. And we're going to have a defensive zone face-off and a change. We got Suddy out there with Jax and Motzi. And sorry, just a little confused. Don't know why it was a whistle and don't know why it came all the way back down, but it did. All right, Hauser has the puck. He sends it up the boards for Porter, but Porter gets cut off by a Great Lakes player. Trying to work it out front. They do have a man in front with his stick down. Got to be careful there. Big guy's hard to move at the last second if we don't get there in time. All right, that went to the front of the net, and this one to a Hawks player. Wisconsin snatched that one out of the air, moving it back up the boards, and now working it back down to their defense. That one tried to get picked off by Puckett, but he couldn't get there in time. Great Lakes player takes a shot, and Sam goes off his stick and into his glove. That was a little scary. All right, defense changing. Zach and Noah coming out, Tenny and Kaylee. And forwards are going to stay the same, it looks like. Yes, Jackson's line. All right, 2 minutes and 13 seconds here in the second period. 2-1, your Littleton Hawks are ahead. Trying to get it out of the zone. We've had some trouble getting it out. There we go. No ice, so this is going to be a foot race. Porter in to make sure that this puck gets there with some pressure. Great Lakes boys pick it up. They're going to send it around the net and high and hard down the ice and into the corner. Noah's going to go into the corner with the Great Lakes player, puts a hit on. Puck coming in. Jackson coming in to help him out with the puck and sends it back up the boards. Defenseman's going to have to race for it over there, trying to work it up to Motzi. Motzi covered by the defenseman for Great Lakes. And down low, we got Tenny fighting for the puck. We got Zach in front. Oh, Littleton had that in front and did a little too much stick handling for safety, but they got it out. All right. Got it to the middle. Porter puts a nice hit on. And that puck is going to float over the blue line, but onto the stick of a Great Lakes player. Great Lakes picks up the puck. It's in their skates, but they do come away with that one. Porter chasing. Defense, nice stick check there. Puts it into the corner. Zach on the stick check. His partner on the check, and they do come away with the puck. They're going to throw it high and hard out. It's going to cross the red line, but Great Lakes is going to have control of this puck. Grimmy out now, and that one's going to be on Sam. Sam's going to come out and cover. 59 seconds here in the second period, 2-1. Exciting game for everybody. We got Maddie, Patty, and Grimmy coming out, and in the back we're going to have A-Rod and Bowers. So 1 minute to play. Really need to get it out of our zone to end this period. They should be examining the ice between the second and third. We'll see how that goes. All right, here we go. Face off back to the back, looking for the front. Great save by Sam. Second save by Sam. Third save by Sam. Amazing. Sam had to get all the way across and stick out that right leg pad, and he did. Trying to get it out high and hard, but not high enough. Hit some skate or hit some. Another blocker save there by Sam. That one hits the netting. I'm trying really hard not to coach, but we have got to stop trying to get it out on the boards. It's not working. We're just passing to the other team. All right. Coach calling for a specific face-off. Boys are ready. Maddie, Patty, and Grimmy out there. Boys are a good foot inside the circle. Ref pushes them back. All right, here we go. Down into the corner. Bowers is going to get it. He's going to throw it up the boards, and they're going to keep it in the zone. Goes to the front of the net. Bowers has it. He stick handles in front of his own net, but backhands it high and hard out. 24 seconds to go in this period. Oh, getting to the middle are the Hawks. Oh, Great Lakes gets it over into the side. 15 seconds to go here in the second period. And Maddie gets the puck, gets it deep, and that's going to be 10 seconds left. If we can put some pressure on here, we might be able to get one more shot before the period's over. 5 seconds to go. Down in the corner. They're going to pin us down there. They're going to keep the puck down there, and that is going to be the end of the second. Your Hawks 2-1, heading off the ice for an ice clean. And we will be back with you in 10 minutes when the Zamboni is done. Okay. Sorry. All right. And we're back for an exciting third period. 15 minutes of hockey left to play. 2-1. Littleton Hawks up. Shots 18-11. Not the Hawks. Coach talking to the boys. It's a small rink, one sheet of ice, so we saw the boys in the lobby in between. Give them some high fives. They seem in good spirits. Line's going to start. It's going to be Humphrey, Becker, and Thor. And back in the back, you're going to have Zach out there with Tenny. All right. Referee in the middle. Boys ready. Face-off win back to the Wisconsin team. Picked up by Humphrey, taken over the blue line. Humphrey's going to try to walk around but gets stick checked. Tennyson shoots it back in, but we're offside. We come back to get the puck. That one went off of the stick of the player there, and pop stick back out. Oh, puck is a little jumpy right now. Coming down the right wing boards are the hockey boys. Becker tries to get it off the boards, but that one is taken by the Wisconsin team instead. So out to the blue line, not able to get it out. Thor, nice backhand. It's over the blue line. They're going to have to dump it deep. And that one goes right across the blue paint. Weir hop off the boards. Zach's going to try to get it up to Becker and out, but that one goes deeper. Defense sends it right back where it came from. Becker's going to pull it off the boards there and checks his player and gets the puck back one more time. Another backhand. Becker bends that guy back into the bench, and he's going to go for a change. Good hard work there. That one's up high and knocked down with the glove, but kept in by the hockey boys. All right, sending it out this time. That one goes in the air and down the ice. Did they touch it? They did not. So it's coming back for defensive zone faceoff, and we are going to get a change. So we're going to have Nolan out there with Edelman and Bath. And back in the back, we are going to have Akshay and Bowers. No, I'm sorry. Akshay and Puckett. All right. Face off in the defensive zone. One back by Littleton. Defenseman back to pick it up. Sends it up the boards, but Winston. Oh, that one gets popped off the glass and into the netting. So let's do it one more time. Sam giving a little direction to his defense. Coming in for the face-off is Clark. And here we go. Puck is dropped, and that goes back to our defenseman. Akshay has it, sends it up the boards. We are coming to get it, but kept in there by the hockey boys. They have it back behind the net, fighting with Puckett. To the front of the net, Akshay has it. This one is a pass on the stick. If he can get that, that's a breakaway. Nolan has it. Nolan puts it on net. Tries for his own rebound. Gets taken down in the corner. Obvious interference. So we are going to go on a power play. There was no need for that. The puck was nowhere near when he took Nolan into the boards. All right, that was fantastic. Can't push him after the play. Player arguing with the referee. Referee's going to call him 2 minutes for roughing. You can tell him you can't get up, and the puck was nowhere near him, so you did not need to check him into the boards. All right, out there we have Bath. And I'm sorry, didn't get to see everybody. I was watching the guy go into the box. But it looks like we've probably got 5 forwards out there, as we've been doing in this tournament. So face-off win down into the corner and sent up the middle and all the way down on net to Sam. Sudbeck's going to be back to get it. He's got Patty on the wing with him. Vath up front with Edelman and DeMotts. That one goes high. That's over to Vath. Vath moves it to the center. Center is Patty. Patty gets it in. Sorry, that's Jax. No. All right. And back over to the winger boards. They're going to take their time. Motzi's got it on the point. He's going to try to work it over. He does. High circles all the way across. Porter's got the puck. He finds it one time. And they score! That was a beautiful shot. Beautiful pass. Porter over to Vath. Vath taps that one home. All right. Penalty is over. 12 minutes, 47 seconds to go. Here in the third period, your Hawks are up 3-1. Great power play goal there. Sudbeck crossed the paint, found Vath. Vath got the first shot blocked, second shot put away. All right, Bowers now out with A-Rod, and we got Jax, Suddy, and Monty. Jax on the face-off. That one goes over to Porter. Porter back to his defenseman. A-Rod has the puck. He's going to think about what he wants to do for just a second. He works it up to Sudbeck. Sudbeck moving it up to center. Just missed that one. Timing just a little bit off. Coming back down is Bowers. Bowers has the puck in the corner. He's going to go D to D. A-Rod takes the puck and he's going to reverse direction and try to go up the right wing boards. So right wing boards, that one goes off the boards and gets bounced. Porter has it. Jax is going to take it down the right wing side, but nobody in the middle to pick that one up. Hockey boys are going to send it back down deep. No icing, so they're going to have to hurry up and move this puck. Bowers does. He's got Monty open. Monty, tries to just tip it over to Porter, but that didn't quite make it before they got touched. Jack's down to try to pressure this puck. They put it back up the right wing boards, and we're changing, so nobody there. Hockey boys coming through. Nice hit there. Hockey boys are going to get the puck. They're going to take a shot. There's a rebound, but cleared. Oh my God, I have no idea how that got out, but it did. Sam is now up. He's got another shot coming. Sam reached that one. Oh. Okay. Well, this time the referee blowing the whistle was in our favor. Sam was doing a great job there, seeing that puck. He was down. He had to make a couple really great saves there from the ice, but he did. We got it out, and referee blew the whistle even though the puck was loose. And so defensive zone face-off 3-1, 11 minutes and 41 seconds to go here in the third period. Shots are 20-13 in favor of the Hockey Boys. Face-off one back by the Hockey Boys. It's back to their defenseman, but nice job right there. Immediately Bally out to get it. And puck down in the corner, fight on the boards, but it gets popped off the boards, and now it's a speed race. Patty's got speed. He's got one man to beat. He's got help coming from Grimmy. He stops. He goes the other way. Maddie coming in high and hard. Oh. Sorry, Chris. I said high and hard again. All right, here we go. Popped over the red line, popped down deep into the zone, and now we've got Maddie coming hard to forecheck the puck. He does. It goes up the boards, and that one is worked to the center by the Hockey Boys. They had a cherry picker back on the blue line. Patty taking it, trying to get over the blue line. He does. He puts it down deep into the left wing corner. Hockey Boys are going to get a chance to clear it as we get a change. We're going to have the Becker, Connor, Thor line out there, and that's going to be an icing. So we're going to get an offensive zone face-off. 10 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Hawks up 3-1. All right. Do a quick shout out to all of our family, grandparents, friends watching the game from your warm couch. It is freezing in this rink. Face off one back by the Hockey Boys, and they're going to take it back behind their own net. They're going to send it up the boards. Winger is available, and he's going to tap it to center. Center's coming down on the left wing side. They got a guy coming on the right wing side for a one-timer. They got to watch out. Hawks move in the puck. They work it up the boards over to Becker. Becker's going to try to work it back to his defenseman, and that's going to go all the way down the ice. No icing. So this one's going to be a chance for Thor to get down there. And they force the puck to go up high, and it bounces. It's not out. Oh, but now it's out. All right. Great Lakes boys come down 3-on-2. Defensemen are going to have to cut off the passing lanes here. Sam makes a nice save, and that bounces back into the corner. They try to work it back out front, but nobody there. They were going for a change. Becker takes a shot at his coach's head. Lucky for us, Jesse's got some quick reaction time there. All right, Edelman coming out with Nolan and Vath. Defensive zone face-off to Sam's left. And one by the Hockey Boys back. Quick shot. Sam's got that one with his blocker up in the air. A lot of sticks trying to get that one. Hockey Boys get it back. Another save. Sam right pad down. Hockey Boys have it in the corner. They're trying to work it so that they can get a good shot, good look. That one went off iron and into the corner. Down in the corner now, Hockey Boys getting checked, and the Hawks are going to pick it up. They're going to send it out, and it's over the blue line, trying to work it over to center. Vath with a really good forecheck there on his man. And on the blue line, onside, Vath has the puck. He puts it down deep. Nolan's going to chase. Clark and Nolan on the boards trying to keep this one in. All three now down in the corner. Vath, Edelman, A-Rod gets it, and he keeps it in. Puts it back in the far corner. Now Nolan's going to go chase. Up the boards. No catch. Bowers now has the puck. We're offsides and need to tag up. Still offsides. All right, that's going to give the Hockey Boys a chance here to get all the way down the ice. And here we go. A-Rod down into the corner, checks his man, wins the puck. Nobody on the boards for him there, so he's going to have to go the other way. He does. Finds Thor. Thor gets it over to Jax. Jax is going. He's got speed. He beats his man. He's coming down the right wing boards. He's going to get a shot off. No goal. Oh, right back into the front. That was a beautiful pass, but couldn't quite take the handle. Hockey Boys back down. Shot. Blocker saved by Sam. Woo! Referee's going to blow the whistle. I know we had somebody blow a tire back there. Is that Zach? Is he all right? Net was off. That's what happened. All right. All right. So Zach did jump back up. That makes us feel good. We got our defenseman still in working order. We like that. Okay. Good reporting from the stands. Stick got stuck in the neck, and it came off. All right. Here we go. Face off. Hockey Boys get it. Zach tips it in front of the net and over into the corner, chases it down. Now coming over to Sudbeck. He tries to swing, but just misses the puck as he does. Puck off the glass, and referee says it hit the netting. So we will have a face-off down in the defensive zone. We'll get one more chance at this. 8 minutes and 28 seconds to go here in the third period. Hawks remain up 3-1. Shots are 24-13 in favor of the Hockey Boys. And here we go. Puck down into the corner, working it up the boards. Goes to Porter. Porter moves it all the way across the ice, but the Hockey Boys keep it in. Back down into the corner, same play, trying again. Hockey Boys have a second. They're going to work back behind the net and try to work it from there in front. Goes out to the point. Point takes a shot. Blocked in front. Another save by Sam. He puts that one off into the corner. Hockey Boys get it one more time on the point. They send it deep. You got a man in front, but Littleton gets there just in time. Shot off net into the glass behind the net. 2-7 White for hook. Oh, no, sorry. I thought he said white. He said 2-7 black. So Zach's going to the box for a hooking. We're going to have a penalty to kill. Did he say white? It's hard to distinguish black and white. All right. So it's going to be Becker, Humphrey, Bowers, and Akshay out for this penalty kill. Humphrey's going to take the face-off. Becker's going to be on the right, and Bowers and Akshay back in the back. Face-off tie-up. Running some clock there. Guy knocked down, takes a shot, but then it's Sam. Puts it off into the corner. Hockey Boys taking their time. Littleton playing a box. Just trying to keep it to the outside. To the middle. Shot coming. Blocked. That one hurt. Hauser's up, though. Took that one in the shin pads. Oh, those hurt a lot. Hopefully Akshay's all right. So he's going to go off. A-Rod's going to come back out. Great Lakes boys have stretch passes available, 2 of them. But they're going to come down the middle with speed. And Humphrey's going to drive that to the outside. And Bowers is going to take that right off of his skate and send it all the way down the ice. 50 seconds left in the power play for the Hockey Boys. We're going to get a change. We're going to have Patty out there with Maddie. And we're going to have Tenny back in the back along with A-Rod. So Tenny gets the puck. Nice play there to get it off the stick, going into the corner, takes a hit. Nobody up front for the Hockey Boys. They're trying to set it up now. They do. 30 seconds left in the power play. Point comes in. He's going to walk to the circles. He's going to do a drop pass, but they're going to be out to block. Hockey Boys again, D to D, trying to work it to the middle for a high shot. They do, but Sam's got that one with the left blocker save. Back into the corner, 15 seconds now on the power play. It's coming back to the point, and we're going to put on a little bit of pressure. Back down. Trying to get it to the middle. Oh, the defenseman skated in. He had a shot right in between the circles, but that one cut off nicely by Patty. All right, Patty's going to pressure the puck, and that's going to hit the net. Power play is over for the Hockey Boys. No goal, 3-1, 6 minutes, 27 seconds to go in this game. Nice kill by the Hawks. Now we're going to have Vath, Edelman, and Nolan out there. And back in the back, you're going to have Pucky and Akshay. So it looks like Akshay's okay. He's back on the ice. All right, face-off win by the Hawks down into the corner. Akshay picks it up. He goes D to D to his partner. Trying to work it up the middle, but that is taken by the Hockey Boys. Hockey Boys getting to the dangerous zone, but can't take the handle. Nice shot, but just missed the net on that one. And here we go. Puck it down into the corner with the puck. He sends it up the boards, and that one touches a player, and so no icing on this one. Vath with speed down to forecheck. That takes his man behind the net. Nice hit. Keeps the puck for the Hawks. That was a great hit. A lot of speed. Didn't give up on that one. On the boards now, Vath battling with Nolan. They come away. Puck is on the stick of the Hockey Boys. They're going to try to work it up, but now they're going to meet Clark on the boards. Clark gets a nice bounce off of his knee pad there. Hockey Boys are going to have to try for a long pass. They do. They had a cherry picker back on the blue line. The defense is there. Akshay's got that puck, and he's going to work it up the boards, but not quite out. Hockey Boys try to send it in. Weird bounce off the boards. Back behind the net. Over to Sam's left. Defenseman picks it up. Pucky's got it. He's going to throw it over the blue line, and it's back to neutral ice. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go here. Oh, bad time for a change. Hockey Boys score. Oh, that was just an odd man rush the wrong way. We were changing, and that did not work out in our favor. 2-3 now. 5 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Hawks up by 1. All right, Maddie, Patty, and Grimmy out there with A-Rod and Bowers, looking to put this puck back down in the offensive zone and burn some of this clock off. Center ice face-off won by the Hockey Boys. Back to their defense, looking to start up the ice. They do, but that one's cut off by Maddie. Nice job. Maddie taking a check and keeping the puck protected well. Over the blue line, Hockey Boys coming back in. Fight for the puck. That one goes down deep into the left wing corner. A-Rod back behind. He's got it up to Maddie. Maddie's looking for a pass. He sends it up and all the way over. And that one's going to get picked up, but and kept in. So Maddie and Patty over there trying to keep that puck in. Sorry, Maddie in the corner. Hawks have control, looking for a pass. They're going to cycle back down. Cycle back down one more time. That one's going to come almost all the way behind, and that's Patty in the corner getting a check. He needs some help. Maddie down there. Defenseman Bowers is going to come down deep to keep this one in, and he does. Maddie back behind the net, checks his man. Here comes... Oh, that was still over there trying to keep that one in, but it does bounce out. We got to hurry on this one. We get it off the boards. Maddie gets it in deep, and we're going to go for a change. Humphrey, Becker, and Thor out there now. Coming in on the puck. They're going to try to send it long. They do. That one gets tipped in. 4 minutes to go here in the third period in our own defensive zone. Want to get it out of here fast. Thor on the boards. 2 down. Becker gets the puck, but gets it taken off of his... Oh, that wasn't Becker, sorry. Oh, beautiful pass. Becker over to Thor. Thor over the line. He's got a pass. Oh, but the Hockey Boys get it, and they send it up in the air and to neutral ice. Kaylee picks it up. He's going to move it up to Connor. Connor's got it. Sends it over. Now tries to get it over to Becker, but that one didn't make it all the way through. Noah sends that one up. Nice hit. Becker's got a breakaway. Oh, gets it taken off of his stick. All right, that one goes in the air, but it's caught by Humphrey. Humphrey's going to move it back to his defenseman. And this one is going to go. All right, looks like we're going to get a penalty for interference. Humphrey was getting checked, but somehow got an interference call because he got tied up with that guy. Wow. All right, 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Penalty kill for the Hawks. Face off in the defensive zone. Those boys were just tied up together after a check, and somehow we're going to get the penalty for that. All right, here we go. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Hawks on the face off. Tied up and out. Porter's going to chase that one down. He's got speed. Goalie way out on that one. Odd man rush the other way, the right way. Hawks had numbers on that one. And sending it over to the point. Working the umbrella outside, trying to find somebody in the middle. Shot off net. Back to the point. Going to work it back to the corner from here. Corner gets the puck, looking for the pass out in front. Taking his time on this one, but stick on stick, and that one goes into the corner high. Porter down there. Now Bowers, and Sam's got that one. He's going to cover that one. Suddy in front of the net, doing a little pushing after the whistle. Ref sounds a warning, but no penalty. 53 seconds to go in this penalty kill. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left in the third period. Tenney out there with Edelman. A-Rod, and Vath. Edelman takes the face-off back to the point for the Hockey Boys. They work it from the point, back over to the side. Shot from the side. There's a rebound out in front of Sam. That one goes over, but just couldn't get a stick on it. And again, 40 seconds to go in this penalty kill. Puck is in. Puck is shot. Sam's got that one. No. Thought that one went behind it, but it went behind the net. Sam with another one. Kicks it back out. Gets it over to the blue line. Not a lot of control, but they do end up on their wing. Now they have control of the puck. Moving it down into the corner. A-Rod's got him. Keeping it on the outside. A-Rod's not going to let him walk through. He's going to now meet up with another. Oh, God. Sam's got it. Sam's got it. Couldn't call that one fast enough. That puck moved really fast. They had a guy behind the net who had a stick right where Sam could have put it. Sam diving, getting the puck. 14 seconds to go in this penalty kill. 1 minute 53 to go in the game. 14 seconds to go in the penalty. Maddie's out there now with Patty up front. Defense sends it up the boards, over. D-to-D pass. He's going to take a shot. Sam's there. He's got it. Puck is loose. Icing. Nice. Right before the penalty expires, we're now back to 5-on-5. Becker jumps out on the ice. So you got Patty, Maddie, and Becker now. Hockey Boys try to get it up, but Patty cuts that one off. He's got Becker with him. Becker gets stick check there, doesn't get the puck. Maddie down into the corner. He's going to use some speed and try to get it up, but he loses the handle on that one, and it goes into the neutral zone. Hockey Boys now down with speed. He's into the middle, misses the net. 1 minute, 15 seconds to go in the game. Back behind the net is Pucky. He's going to have to battle for that puck. He does not win that one. With some speed now, the Hockey Boys have it and put it back down into the corner. Back behind the net. Out in front for our team. Over to Becker. Becker pops it out and all the way down the ice. 1 minute to go in this game. 2-3, your Hawks are leading. Must-win game for the Hawks. Down again, Hockey Boys. Kaylee's coming over. He's going to take the man to the outside. Sam gets a pad on that one, puts it back into the corner, and then Kaylee puts it up the boards. Hard shot from the point, misses the net, and that one tries to get it out, but not quite. Maddie on the puck. Maddie finishes his check, gets the puck, but again, kept in by that defense. They're really good at keeping that in. Kaylee back behind the net now, takes a check, gets it over to his partner, and that one's going to be over the blue line. 30 seconds to go in this game. Suddy's there, no goalie. All right, have to get back now. No goalie, 20 seconds to go in the game. 6-on-5 for the Hockey Boys. We're going to try to tie this one up down in the corner. Come on, we got to move. Zach down there, 14 seconds, 12, 11, 10. Oh, my goodness, it's over on the far side, 8 seconds to go. Nice check by the Hawks. This is where all of that training comes in, all those workouts they've been to. Whoa. Referee has not blown it dead for those kind of things the entire game. And parents and the refs getting in. All right. So we had a parent thrown out, but that's all right. He wasn't wrong. No goalie. 6-on-5. Referee is going to talk to the coach. The argument there was that all game we've had a lot of pin against the board plays that they did not blow, but this one they decided they were going to blow it. 1 second to go. Drops the puck. Hawks win an important face-off. Hawks win. That gives them 3 points in this tournament. That gives them a chance. Whoa, 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 whoa. Little excitement afterwards. Boys holding boys back. Trying not to let anybody fight here. All right, Hawks are calm down. Hockey Boys, calm down. Looks like we're going to skip the handshake, Glenn.
Yeah, right, good idea. That's the right high five. Yeah. That's classy.
All right, Hawks are done. And we take away the win. 3-2, your Hawks win. Shots were 30-14. So after all of this, we are going to wait now to see when our next game is. Looks like we'll likely make the quarterfinals. We got to see what the outcomes of some of the other games are. So watch Crossbar, text your friends and family, find out what's going on. Great game by the Hawks.